not gonna ask you again. Put some pants on. You're freaking everyone out.
Starting to see why I live alone.
Chief! What kind of a kid creates an invisible if?
If today, a little later. I think it's been out for a couple weeks now, but I hadn't had a chance to go see it yet, and I had some time to kill while my oil was getting changed in my truck, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go check out this new theater I haven't been to, or a remodeled theater, and theater was great, and then so I was like, I'm gonna go see If. It was pretty much this or Garfield, and I just have no interest in seeing Garfield. If is a John Krasinski directed movie, who did the Quiet Place and Quiet Place Part 2, which is interesting that this is the next movie he chose. And it stars Kaylee Fleming and Ryan Reynolds. Steve Carell is the voice of the giant purple thing that you've probably seen in the trailers. Basically, Kaylee Fleming is a 12-year-old girl. She comes back to New York. Her dad, played by John Krasinski, which I don't remember seeing a whole lot in the marketing material, because I was like, oh, he's in his movie. He's in his own movie again. She's had a hard time in life. Her dad is in the hospital, and some imaginary friends start popping up in her life. I don't want to go too much into the story because I didn't really know the story going in, and I think that's kind of a positive. Is it does have a very unique and interesting story, and not even what I was kind of imagining. I don't know what I was imagining, but it wasn't what this story really is. I will say I thought the film was pretty average. I didn't love it, but I also didn't hate it. It was kind of all over for me. I mean, I definitely think the second part of the movie is better than the first part. Like, the first part was like we were trying to have this like mysterious element to it, and I wasn't sure like the tone of the movie. And I think John Krasinski struggles with the tone of this movie too, because I saw it. There were some kids in the theater with me, and I could tell they were bored out of their minds with this movie. I just don't think this movie's really meant for kids, even though it was marketed like this is going to be a great family fun kids film. And there's a little bit of like kids kind of stuff going on, but it really is a lot. I don't want to say darker, but there's a lot of more deep elements in the story, and a lot of seriousness in this movie, than what I was expecting, honestly. Everybody's okay in the movie. Like I said, I didn't love it, but like I think Ryan Reynolds is fine in this one. He's actually a little bit more subdued and not his normal Ryan Reynolds self for most of the movie. I mean, there's a little bit you can see it trying to peek out a little bit, but he's actually way more subdued than he is in most of his movies. I had never seen the young girl in this, the Kaylee Fleming. I thought she was fine. John Krasinski, he's in it for parts, but he's kind of not that important to what's going on, I will say, in the story. And all the different imaginary friends are funny and interesting. But I will say that, like I said, it's got some weird tone shifts that happen throughout the story, especially at the beginning. You're not like sure what's going on because they're trying to have this like everything is like kind of shrouded in mystery for a long period of the movie, before you're finally like, oh, I get what's going on here. There is kind of a little twist at the end of the movie too, which I kind of saw coming because there was a lot of times where I was like, something is not quite right with this one character. But for the most part, I thought it was okay. Is this a movie that I want to buy and watch again? Probably not. But is it as bad? I get why it's very mixed. If you go on like Rotten Tomatoes store, it's very mixed. There's people that absolutely love it, and then there's people that are like, it's not good at all. And I get it, because I definitely don't think kids are going to enjoy this, and I don't think that it just does a great job of balancing it for the whole family, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But for me, I thought it was okay. It's probably worth a rent, especially if you're a big John Krasinski's fan. I think it is kind of cool that it's such a different movie from A Quiet Place, and it just shows that he's got some range. And you know, some directors would just keep making the same thing over and over again, like, oh, I'm gonna just keep making horror movies. But you know, I like that he tried something different here. So I'm gonna give If a 2.5 out of 5. Like I said, just straight down the middle for me. I thought it was an average film. There's nothing that really sticks out to me, like performance wise or music or visually. It was all just kind of okay. So, what do you guys think of If? And until next time, this is Rainy Cage. Peace out.